10 World's Most Expensive Places to Visit. 10 World's Most Expensive Countries to Live in. The cost of living and surviving in a given country differs from one country to another. If you're seeking a luxurious place to live, we have made your research easier by compiling an incredible list of the world's 10 most expensive countries to live in. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Number 1. Ireland. This country attracts millions of tourists each year due to its rich history, stunning landscapes, and exquisite views. If you plan to relocate here, the cost of living will most likely be the most important factor to consider. In a costly region is based on an average of €2,174, whereas the same type of accommodation costs €1,769. Dublin's cost of living is 33% higher. That of Cork and 47% higher than that of Belfast. A single person's monthly cost is anticipated to be roughly €2,728. Number 2. Israel. This country is recognized as biblical holy place by Jews, Christians, and Muslims, located in the Middle East, and is bordered by the Mediterranean Sea. The cost of living for a family of 4 is 16,734 Israeli shekels, whereas it is 9,080 Israeli shekels for a single individual. The cost of housing in this country varies by city, with more bedroom flats costing around $1,974 in the most expensive cities. Number 3. Japan. Japan's high-quality goods and services are highly valued in Japanese society for food and clothing, and electronics are all expected to be of the highest quality, as are services in the food sector. This quest for high-quality things comes at a premium price. Single person living in Tokyo may expect to spend roughly $1,100 per month on their living expenses, not including rent. When you factor in the typical rental price for a one-bedroom apartment, your costs rise to approximately $2,200 in Tokyo. Number 4. Singapore. The Singapore has a high cost of living. The city-state offers a wonderful lifestyle for those who can afford it, from soaring rent costs some of the world's most expensive private education. It's important to remember that not all living costs are expensive. If you eat meals from local establishments, dining out and restaurant costs can be affordable. Taking a bus instead of a taxi can save money on transportation. Of having a car in this country is much more expensive. Number 5. Denmark. Living in the Danish Republic can be quite costly, but you will most likely receive a salary, free education, and healthcare. However, almost half of your salary will be deducted. After taxes, Denmark is a member of the European Union as well as the Schengen zone. Denmark has significant relations with Norway, Finland, Iceland, and Sweden is a Nordic country. Learning about the typical cost of living in Denmark can help you determine what kind of lifestyle you can maintain in the nation's major cities. Number 6. Copenhagen. Here artists can be a fairly costly living. Both cities are in the top 15 most expensive cities Europe, with Copenhagen being one of the most expensive places in the world. However, the country's high salaries should compensate for its high cost of living. The highest average wage in Copenhagen is rough $7,850 per month. A single person's monthly expenses excluding rent are around $1,100. Excluding rent are around $3,500. Number 7. Luxembourg. This country is rich in natural resources, culture, arts, and history. Despite its small size, it is a major economic and political force. Yes, even though living in Luxembourg is expensive, it remains a favorite destination for immigrants. For the monthly rent, you may be required to pay a $125 monthly deposit. The typical rent in Luxembourg city center is roughly €1,600 for a one-bedroom apartment, and three-bedroom residential residence can cost up to €4,000. Number 8. Bahamas. The Bahamas has one of the highest costs of living in the world, with a gross national income per capita of $1,280. The cost of real estate assets in this country is typically high. Some $900 foreigners who purchase a home for more than $250,000 must pay a 10% stamp tax. Number 9. Norway. To live in Norway, although the cost of living in Norway is high. This is not reflected in the high earnings offered to employees and workers. The average cost of living in this country will vary depending on your lifestyle and where you choose to live. But Mantissa pays to spend between $21.76 and $43.52 US per month on average. You may spend more in Norway's main cities. Oslo, Bergen, Stavanger and Trondheim are among the costly cities in Norway. A single person's cost of living. One of these big cities is around $11.50 US, not including rent. The cost of living for a family of 4 is projected to be $4,190. Number 10. Switzerland. It is nevertheless a fantastic place to visit in Switzerland. In Switzerland, the average cost of living is extremely expensive for one-bedroom apartment rent. Alone was roughly $2,150. A single person's living expenses, excluding rent, totaled at least $1,600 per month. A one-bedroom apartment will set you back roughly $1,250. It's of nation to live in. Please leave a comment with your thoughts on the list, or better yet, give the video a like and share it if you haven't already done it. So, subscribe and turn on your notifications. Thank you for viewing. Stay tuned for more upcoming videos.